Okay, as you can see, we've gotten some packages in. I'm expecting so many things, I'm not sure what any of them are, so we'll just go ahead and get to open them up, check it out, see what they are. Pretty much everything I'm expecting lately is for the forward off-road buggy. Alright, what we got here? This is the steering wheel. This thing is cool. I like this. This is one of the new flat bottom steering wheels. Really cool. I like that. It's a little smaller than I expected, but I do like it. It does have the center cap. The only thing I didn't know, kind of really understand, that I could see in the picture when I ordered the thing, was that little pointer up on top. I'm not sure. It kind of looks odd to me. You know, that little pointer right there. I'm not sure what that's all about. Looks odd to me. But anyway, yeah, we're going to put that on right away. All right. Move on to the next one. Well, it's like Christmas up in here today. All right. Okay, this is not, I take that back, this is not for the go-kart. This is a new kitchen faucet for my house. Mine is leaking. So, yeah. This right here is from BMI, so I'm pretty sure, it looks a little small, but it's gotta be. I believe the only thing I'm expecting from BMI is the front bulkhead of the cart. So I'm really hoping that's what this is. It is. Awesome. I've been waiting on this. This is the only thing I've been waiting on to get the front end put back together. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Look at this. Brand new. Exactly like the original. Beautiful weld job. Looks fantastic. Ready to go. Ready to paint and put on. Front bulkhead. This is where all your A-arms attach and come off of this thing right here and right here. So, yeah, looks great. Happy with that. Well, can't say silent. Well, that's a first. Order parts from a go-kart company and I get a free movie, I guess. Because this box actually came from BMI, not through Amazon or anything, so I guess they're trying to promote a movie. So, Audio City, Love Can't Stay Alive. Anybody ever heard of that? I don't know. Doesn't look familiar, doesn't sound familiar, never heard of it, so. Okay, yeah. Yeah, on the back, I just realized what it's about, and yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that. We're not gonna talk about that or go over that, but it's something I don't believe in, so we'll be getting rid of that. Hey, got me another $1 million bill. Now I got $2 million. I wish, right? Well, that's it. Awesome, though. That's two of the biggest things. Well, not the steering wheel, but yeah, I've been waiting on that bulkhead. So awesome. All right, we're gonna walk out here and take a look at some of the things we've done. Take a look at that. Does that not look awesome? Got that whole bulkhead painted and front suspension installed. I got to get a few new bolts. But it looks great. Over here is our new steering wheel. Okay, so we're going to put on the torque converter on the motor because we're getting close. The bulkhead came in today. We got it painted, got the front end assembled. And so we're getting close. All I'm waiting on is the sprocket. Of course, we're gonna have to do something about brakes and a throttle cable, but all I'm waiting for is the sprocket to determine where to mount the engine plate so everything lines up. But we can go ahead and put the torque converter on here. So this is our torque converter. We've already gone over this, as you saw in the video. We had painted this black and green. Yeah, so that's going to look real good on there. You know, I got the black case. During the day, out in the sunlight, the green might show through the holes in the cover. But Go Power Sports makes a clear torque converter cover, and I might get that and put that on here. That might look really good. It'll let all this show, and you can see how it works as it operates, and it just might be pretty cool. So, all right. We're going to keep this up here to set this on so we don't scratch it all up. And we're going to get in our little bag of goodies here. Okay. And this thing comes with your 4 bolts that are going to bolt this torque converter plate to the engine. And then you have your 4 smaller bolts that are going to bolt the cover on. Your spacer and your washer. And the extra sprocket if you decide to run a 35 chain. This came with 2 sprockets. I think I told you that in the video before. One sprocket can accommodate a 40, 41, and a 420 chain, and the other one is for a 35 chain. So, okay. You just kind of want to hold it up there and see, kind of get an idea of where it's going to line up at. Now this one here, I can already tell because of this housing, bearing housing on this thing, that this is not going to bolt straight up because that bearing housing is hitting the head right here. So we're going to have to slide this engine over to the edge of the table, and we're going to have to mount this torque converter with this angled down just a little bit. So we'll slide this over pretty much about to the edge right there. Just be really careful. You don't want to dump the new motor on the floor. Would not be good. And then again, we're going to get down here and put this on here. And see, we might have to go even more to get that where I want it. Okay. And you just want to fiddle with it a little bit until you can get the 4 of the holes to line up for your bolts to go in. Man, I really kind of hate putting it this close to the edge of the table, but I kind of have to get far enough out where I get my holes to line up, because if I'm up here, nothing's really lining up. So if I pull it down just a little bit, all these middle holes in this thing start to line up. So I'm going to put one in here and get started. And I'm going to get one diagonally from it to get it started. I think. Seems like something's Okay, I'll have to turn that dipstick a little bit because it is hitting the housing and keeping me from getting that bolt lined up. Okay, I think we got it now. Take that back loose and mess with that dipstick a little bit more. It seems to be hitting that housing quite a bit. I'm not sure I can turn it any kind of way to keep it from doing that, honestly. See what that does. Hopefully that'll allow us to run it down. Man, it's right up on that housing, I'm gonna tell you what. Okay, holding on to my motor to make sure it doesn't fall, I'm going to find the correct size socket to run these things down with. You know, I really ought to get my impact. I need a block or something to set this up on is really what I need. Let's do it like this. That's a little more stable there. All right. All right, obviously metric. So, looks like it's probably going to be a 10 millimeter. That's it. Pop that on there. Before you run those down tight, make sure you get all four of them in there. I just about started to run those down before I even had the other two in there and started. You want to make sure they're all started. She is all mounted on there. I keep looking around and trying to find something to put this on to where it would stand up. It's really worrying me to, having it hanging off the edge of the table like that. So I'm just looking for something that I can put on here that stabilizes it a little bit and also raise it up. So we're going to try these pieces of 2x10 and see what that does. Let's see here. Move it out a little bit. There we go. Now we're working. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay. So we got our torque converter plate mounted. This part here is already obviously mounted for you. We have our assembly assembly here. Now this is where your space is going to go. This is going to take up, if I can hold on to it, this is what's going to take up the difference in the thickness of that plate. You're going to slide it right on right there. Okay, and then you're going to take this piece here. This piece has a key made right into the part. So obviously you're going to slide that on the shaft like that. Okay? I'm sorry about that. My mistake. I'm not going to lie. This is my first time putting one of these torque converters on, so I'm learning as I go, just the same as you are. So I had put that on there backwards. You want to put it to where this part, the longer part, is facing outward, because that is what this brass bearing here, brass piece right here, is going to ride around here. That's what the belt is going to idle on. So again, flip it around, find the keyway, put that on there, take your brass bushing, not bearing, bushing, slide that on there. Don't forget to put your belt on here right now. If you don't put it on, you will be taking pieces off to put it on. Okay, so you want to get your belt on there. And these belts are made in such a way that one side of the belt is flat, is almost pretty much close to a 90. The other side over here has a bevel. It's tapered in. The part that's tapered in you want facing out. The flat side is what you want against the back of the motor. So get that on there, slide that on there like that. And you're going to work it up on that bushing. Like so. Okay, there we go. Now, you have this piece here, and be careful with this. This is two pieces, and this will slide out on you. Okay? And again, there's a key made into that part. Alright? So you're going to find, again, that keyway. Sometimes it's easier to just take that off like that. And then you can find that keyway like this. Slide that on there like that. Then you can put this on here. And this will find its place too as well, because it has what they call a clover leaf pattern to it. So it's only going to go on there one way as well. Like so. Okay. Last but not least, your cover. And this has two flat spots on each side, which is going to I did it again. I'm not gonna lie, I did it again. Okay, you got to turn this around. You got to turn it around. Okay, it's gonna turn around. It's gonna go like that. Same thing for this. See that? It has the two flat spots here and here as well, and I had that this way. So you got to make sure these flat spots right here on this piece are facing outward. Put that on there. And then the tapered part of this is what's going to go toward the inside, because that's how it operates. It rides up that taper as the RPMs climb. Okay, and then you want to put that on here like so. Okay, we got it this time. We got it. And then our cover, of course, will find those two little flat spots right there. And that's where that's going to go. And then you have your piece here. That's interesting. That also has a keyway in it. So don't think. Maybe it just is. Okay. And there you go. That's how you install your torque converter. And then your cover, of course, with the 4 bolts, 2 on top, 2 on bottom, will go on here like so. Okay, the one other thing I wanted to go over was the pull start here. The way this is going to sit on the cart is this will be where the back of the seats are, and you will not be able to pull this way. So we're going to loosen these 3 bolts here, and then we're going to rotate this around so that we can pull start it from the back. Do this very carefully without things falling apart on us, hopefully. So I come over here, hopefully stay out of the camera's way. I'm not sure. Okay. There's the inner workings of this thing. I don't know a tremendous amount about these. I'm learning as I go too. So, to look at it, not real sure right off the top of my head how exactly it works. Not real sure. I would have to assume as you pull it, pieces must come out of here and engage with these holes that are around here in order to pull it and turn it. So, yeah, we're going to spin this thing around so we can pull it from the back. Now, I can see, you know, it's not a really big deal, but obviously the sticker's going to be upside down, not read correctly, but not a big deal. I'll probably find my own sticker or something to put on there just to cover that up so it looks a little bit nicer. But we're going to get it right about, I think right about there is good, because you're going to want to be pulling up. You don't want to be pulling straight out, you want to be pulling down. So we'll get it right about here. We'll get that one started. Excuse me again. We'll come over here. And we'll get this one started. And then we'll jump down here and grab that one started. Now let's see if it seems to still function properly. There you go. It's actually turning the motor over. And that'll work great, just like that.